But you know what? I got a group of folks who are coming up who are shipping up to Boston. Let's get hype for the Dropkick Murphys!
What's up, Boston? Hey. All right. Thanks for being here. We just got told backstage that they were estimating today's crowd at 200,000. It was 100,000 last time. Hell yeah! I don't know if it's true. That's just what they told me. Anyway, you know what? You know what the Dropkick Murphys would like to bring to this event and to all these protests? A little less kumbaya and a little more, we're sick of this bullshit! Who's sick of this bullshit? All right. You guys all good? We good? All right. Well, ironically, the first song we're going to play, we debuted at the first No Kings protest back in April, and it wasn't even out yet. It was the first time we played it live, I believe, and now it's been out for a little while, and why don't we start with that one? It's called Who'll Stand With Us? Are you with us? Centuries in every country, we faced the wrath and felt the pain of the tyrant's sword, of the henchman's boot for another rich man's gain. In the endless quest for wealth and power, they stomp us down with great disdain. Beneath the false god's banner, in the name of all that's vain. Through crime and crusade, our labor, it's been stolen. We've been robbed of our freedom. We've been held down and beholden to the bosses and the bankers who never gave their share of any blood, of any sweat, of any tears. Who'll stand with us? Don't tell us everything is fine. Who'll stand with us? Because this treatment is a crime. The working people fuel the engine. While you yank the chain, we fight the wars and build the buildings for someone else's gain. So tell me, who will stand with us? And as time rolls on, not a single thing has changed, and the wealth gap's only grown as we all point the blame. We're at the throats of one another, though we share a different fate. And the golden few laugh on and on as we all take the bait. Through crime and crusade, our labor, it's been stolen. We've been robbed of our freedom. We've been held down and beholden to the bosses and the bankers who never gave their share of any blood, of any sweat, of any tears. Who'll stand with us? Don't tell us everything is fine. Who'll stand with us? Because this treatment is a crime. The working people fuel the engine. While you yank the chain, we fight the wars and build the buildings for someone else's gain. So tell me, who will stand with us? Through crime and crusade, our labor has been stolen. We've been robbed of our freedom. We've been held down and beholden. Who'll stand with us? Don't tell us everything is fine. Who'll stand with us? Because this treatment is a crime. The working people fuel the engine while you yank make us proud to be from here, that's for damn sure. Well, there's been a lot of talk, so we're going to try to bring more rock and less talk. Although, you know, every time you see us at one of these, they never let us bring the drums. It takes too long to get all the... Someday we'll play one of these loud and electric, but most of this works acoustic, or it has to anyway. So we just had the privilege of playing at a protest / memorial out in Minneapolis, right on the site of the Alex Preddy Memorial Site, and we were looking from the stage at the spot where he was executed, and we all witnessed it. And so we wanted to do this song, and we'll debut it here in Boston for the first time. It's a brand new song, and it's not out yet, but it's called "Don't Call Us a Fucking Terrorist." I work my job, I pay my taxes, help the poor, I support my wife and family, welcome heroes home from war. And then at night, when I lay my head to rest, I wonder how this land I love calls me a terrorist. Yeah, I wonder how this land I love calls me a terrorist. Get those signs up there! I love my God and go to church. Yeah, I get on my knees and pray. Love my neighbor, help them out when hard times come their way. And then at night I sit alone and I think and try my best to understand how this land I love calls me a terrorist. To understand how this land I love calls me a terrorist. I was sure that things are different. Could it be that I've gone mad? All the things I was taught were true and right are suddenly called bad. So I'll just keep loving my country, though I still don't understand how I went to bed a patriot and woke up a wanted man. Went to bed a patriot and woke up a wanted man. I work my job, I pay my taxes, help the poor, I support my wife and family, welcome heroes home from war. And then at night, when I lay my head to rest, I wonder how this land I love calls me a terrorist. Yeah, I wonder how this land I love calls me a terrorist. Yeah, I wonder how this land I love calls me a terrorist. Yeah, I wonder how this land I love calls me a terrorist. He says he loves that song. We got a new fan out there. Hey. Well, this next song, in full disclosure, was written long before Donald Trump came down the escalator, but man, oh man, does it fit him to a T. So we've changed this one to be specifically about him. And we're going to need your help. Can you all hear us in the back? Can you help us in the back? Okay. The chorus to this one and the name of this one is called First Class Loser! ever had family or a friend that drove you crazy, a foe or a neighbor who's obnoxious, rude, or lazy, the type of guy you cross 6 lanes of traffic to avoid. He's always got his hand out. He should be unemployed. You can't ditch him, you can't lose him. There's no place you can hide. He's a bully, he's a jerk, he's everything that we despise. But you can't just tune him out because he's too loud to ignore. When he shows up at your house, you kill the lights and hit the floor. Everybody! 'Cause he's a first-class loser. He's a first-class loser. He's a first-class loser, which nobody can deny. He's a first-class loser. He's not our type of guy. His personality's impervious to reason or suggestion. He can take a hint, and he overstays his welcome. He's nobody's friend, yeah, he's hated by all races. He only cares about himself. He parks in handicapped spaces. Come on! 'Cause he's a first-class loser. He's a first-class loser. He's a first-class loser, which nobody can deny. He's a first-class loser. He's not our type of guy. We've all got some loser in us, but it ain't a full-time job. I may be a little difficult, but I'm not a total knob. I wanna hit him, fight him, bite him, punch him, watch him as he falls. I wanna kick him, slap him, smash him, knife him, smash him in the balls. He's a first. He's a first. He's a first-class loser, which nobody can deny. He's a first-class loser. He makes me wanna cry. He's a first-class loser, which nobody can deny. He's a first-class loser. We wouldn't miss him if he... Hey, I didn't say it, you said it. Can we get a hell yeah? Can we get a hell yeah? Who's sick of this shit? Hell yeah. I'd like to introduce you to the 6th Murphy right now. All right. You know, I see a lot of great signs out there right in front of me. Pedos must pay. Let's not forget the Epstein files! God damn it. So much to talk about. I could go on a tirade that lasts an hour. So we'll just keep playing music. This one's called Bury the Bones. Come on, signs up! The fucking signs are so good! It's time to unite. It's time to be true to our cause. It's time to do what's right and rip the power back from their claws. What happens to the weak and the weary? Who'll stand with the marginalized? The strong must help those in need when the crooks just bully and lie. Hey, look on the bright side. You can't get blood from a stone. And we're on the right side on the ground where they bury the foe. The ground where they bury the foe. You took us all to the cleaners, gave your cronies the keys to the vault. No remorse and no regret, because nothing is ever your fault. You spread your hate to divide us, 'cause you want us scared and alone. But you'll soon fall in disgrace when you're dragged down on high from your throne. Hey, look on the bright side, you can't get blood from a stone. And we're on the right side, on the ground where they bury the foe. The ground where they bury the foe. Who's sick of this shit? This world is meant to survive. And look on the bright side, you can't get blood from a stone. And we're on the right side, on the ground where they bury the foes. Hey, look on the bright side, you can't get blood from a stone. And we're on the right side, on the ground where they bury the foe. The ground where they bury the foe. Hell yeah! Yeah, yeah! All right. We got two more songs, one more protest song, and then one celebration song. How about that? All right, so the irony of a great city like Boston, built on the backs of so many fine immigrants that were fortunate enough to come to this country, build better lives, and ascend into the middle class. And here we are, people in just a generation or two who want to forget how their family benefited from this country's welcoming hand and want to shut the door right behind them. And I say to that, that's fucking bullshit! Sorry, kids, earmuffs. Anyway, we over the years, we've had a lot of songs that talked about the immigrant experience of particularly the Irish coming to America and to Boston. And we've always stayed away from any of the traditional songs that dealt with, the politics of Ireland and the British occupation of Northern Ireland. But this particular song fits like a glove to what's happening here in America, so we changed it a little bit, and it's a song called "The Men Behind the Wire." Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man must stand behind the men behind the wire. In the streets of Minnesota, in the cold and dark of early morn, ISIS goons, they come a-running, wrecking little scorn. Hear the screams of crying children, dragging families from their bed. Watch the cries of helpless mothers as the blood falls from their head. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man must stand behind the women behind the wire. Not for them a judge and jury, or indeed a crime at all. Being American means you're guilty, so we're guilty one and all. Round the world the truth will echo, the henchmen are here again. America's name again is sullied in the eyes of honest men. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man must stand behind the kids behind the wire. Proudly march behind our banner, firmly stand behind our cause. We will all be free to help restore this nation's rules and laws. On the people stand together, loud and firmly on our way. Never fear and never falter, till they all come home to stay. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man must stand behind the man behind the wire. Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man must stand behind the men, the women, the children behind the wire. Can we quickly put our hands together and thank all the fine people that put No Kings together? Indivisible, Mass 5150, all the volunteers. God bless your hearts. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this. Sing along with us on this last word. And get those signs in the air. Come on. Who's sick of this shit? I'm a sailor pig, and I lost my leg. Climbing up the top sails, I lost my leg. How about special ice edition, special fuck ice edition? Let's ship them out of Boston. You with us? Let's ship them out of Boston. Let's ship them out of Boston. Let's ship them out of Boston. Let's ship them out to find their wooden leg. Can I get that? I'm a sailor pig, and I lost my leg. Climbing up the top sails, I lost my leg. Are you ready? Let's go! Let's ship them out of Boston. Let's ship them out of Boston. Let's ship them out of Boston. Let's ship them off to find their wooden leg. Maybe to find a fucking spine. Let's go! Thank you, everybody!
Let's give it up for the Dropkick Murphys.